You're struggling with a math chapter because it's so hard, but you're determined to master it, so you spend weeks or months to actually understand it. At first, it's confusing, stressful, and exhausting, but you gradually understand every step and every method until you eventually master it. Same with the others. Someone is fat and he decides to go to the gym. At first, he is so weak and easily knocked out from exhaustion. But 3 years later, he mastered bodybuilding. His body is muscular, all lean, visible abs, strong face, and every girl wants him right now. Or the depressed one. A kid growing up with strict rules from her parents. No fun, obey the rules, and always judgment waiting for her. She is stressed and overwhelmed in her house, which is supposed to be her safe place. And by lying to her parents, she was able to hide all of her mistakes and do something secretly. That's what adaptation is. Adapt itself means to change or to change something to suit different conditions or uses. Recently, there's been a lot of edits of Mahoraga with the focus on just adapt. I mean, take a look at one of them. Or maybe this one. By the way, Mahoraga is a character from a famous anime of Jujutsu Kaisen, the strongest Shikigami from the 10 Shadows technique from Megumi. He is known for being strong because of its unique ability to adapt to every attack, literally almost anything. If Mahoraga got hit by an attack, it can analyze and adapt, turning the threat into an ineffective one. It can even adjust to Infinity from Gojo, or Dismantle from Sukuna. But it has limitations. It can be defeated if the attacks are stronger than its ability to adapt quickly. Shown by Sukuna's Divine Flame or Gojo's Maximum Output Hollow Purple. These edits show the intro of general human struggles, like loneliness, depression, burnout, fatigue, etc. And then continues to clips of Mahoraga that align with the beat. It meant to tell us to solve all of our struggles with adaptation, just like Mahoraga did. But well, we can't directly be stabbed by someone and then adapt quickly to the attack. We surely sent to another place. That sucks. But this is where the real question is, which is also the topic of the video. Can we adapt to almost everything like Mahoraga? Yes, we can. I'm for real, we are actually Mahoraga in our version. But it's not the exact Mahoraga, it's the human way. We don't magically adjust instantly, but we learn patterns over time. This comes from experience, where you play something and learn from it, memory and pattern recognition, where your brain starts to notice and predict similar problems, emotional growth, where you get tougher mentally, even if it sucks at first. So instead of the instant adaptation, we build something like progressive resistance. Scientists call it neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is brain's lifelong ability to reorganize its structure, function, and connections in response to experience, learning, or injury. Your brain rewires the connections of communication pathways between neurons when you learn or face challenge. This happens structurally and chemically over time, and even stress can trigger this change. Stress forces the brain to push harder, even beyond the limit, but surely too much stress can cause damage to yourself. It has existed since the early humans. When they discovered fire, it felt weird. It's hot and can burn things, but also able to warm their body. So they use it as their needs and get along with it. Same with us nowadays. In a world full of internet, gadgets, and AI that are growing rapidly, we are unconsciously given the task to understand all of them and grow alongside the technology. Adaptation can be done physically, emotionally, cognitively, and socially. But there are two types of adaptation based on the influence: the healthy one and the cursed one. When you study to be smarter, train to be stronger, or build to gain experience, it is a positive activity. But when you lie to be safe, steal to not be starving, or kill somebody to not be killed, or to be emotionless, yep, that's bad and concerning for all of us. Our brain does not just process what we see, but also process the feeling and the experience based on our surroundings. Many of us are adapting to poor and awful situations in life. So, in that case, we have to be wise when it comes to adapting. Even though it's hard, it affects the rest of your life. Adaptation is not just part of it. Learning and growth are also part of it. The brain processes the new pressure and its information, and we learn to get used to it. When you face a problem of how to study effectively, you learn that by using some effective study techniques, you can master it. There's a famous quote from a legend, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee once said,
"Be formless, shapeless, like water." Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
And that's the real lesson of adaptation behind Mahoraga. You don't need a giant wheel spinning above your head to adapt. You already have something far more powerful: the human brain, capable of changing, learning, and rebuilding itself. Every hardship you survive, every skill you practice, every mistake you correct, it all leaves a mark. At first, the weight feels unbearable. Then it becomes manageable. Eventually, it becomes a part of who you are. That doesn't mean you should adapt to everything. Some situations are meant to be escaped and not be endured. Some habits are meant to be broken, not mastered. True strength is knowing the difference. So when life hits you with loneliness, failure, rejection, or pain, remember this. You can't adapt instantly like Mahoraga in seconds, but you can adapt by learning how to solve it and grow from it, as long as you put the effort into it. Please like and subscribe if you find this video interesting. By the way, this is my first video.